Hello. In this guide, we will be covering the basics of Google Forms. This is a versatile tool for creating surveys, quizzes, and check-ins that automatically collect and organize responses. To access Google Forms, you can again go to your little Google Apps waffle over in the right-hand side, or you can search forms.google.com. If you're not signed in, make sure you sign into your account. And then just like any other Google application, you have the option of creating a blank form using one of their templates, or if you have already created a Google form, you can access it here as well. For this training, again, we are going to start with a blank form. So when you click that button, you're then brought to this screen. Up in the top left-hand corner, you will give your Google form a title. This can be the name of your exit ticket or your quiz or any kind of survey that you're wanting to do in your class. To add questions to your Google form, you will select the Add Questions button right here with the little plus symbol. You have the option of choosing multiple different types of questions. You can choose a short answer, a paragraph response, multiple choice, multiple checkbox responses, a drop-down response, or you can even upload a document from your Google Docs or any other application that you have that you want to push into a Google Form document. You also have the option of doing a linear scale, a rating system, multiple choice grid, or a checkbox grid. You can also select the date and time if you want your students to put what date and what time they have completed their assignment. Another element of Google Forms is you can include an image or a video to your Google form. This would allow you to embed images for your content or even videos and have the students analyze those images for review. After you've completed your Google form, if you want to assign this particular document as a quiz, you will go to Settings, and right here where it says Make Quiz, you will toggle over this bar. This allows you to assign points, set answers, and automatically provide feedback. You can release the grades immediately after each submission, or you can turn on a manual review, which will then submit the grades to students after you've reviewed the questions. There is also a feature called Locked Mode. This allows you to assign this as a quiz, but make it where the students cannot access any other tabs while they are on this Google form. You can also toggle on whether you want the students to be able to see which questions they missed, correct answers if they did miss that question, as well as see the point values of each question. You can also set your default question point value here for your particular Google form. This will only apply to this Google form, not any new ones that you create. So if you have a 10-question quiz and you want the default value for all of your questions to be 10 points, you will just go right over here, type in the point value, and it will save automatically. Again, like all other Google applications, any change you make will automatically save into your drive. You also have the option of changing how your responses are collected. You can collect email addresses. It allows the responder to put in their email. You can not collect them, or you can choose that it be a verified email. It also allows you to send the students a copy of their responses when requested or always. This tab here will allow you to allow response editing, where students can go back and change their answers after you have submitted. If you are using this for the purpose of a quiz or a test, I would not toggle this on so that students cannot go and change their answers after they have submitted their test. You also can limit your students' responses to one response. So if you want to see their first face value understanding of a topic, you can turn this on where they cannot submit multiple answers after they've done additional research. The final area that we're going to talk about is the presentations. You can show a progress bar where students will know where they are in their test. You can shuffle the question order where if you want each student to get a different progression of the questions, you can select that. You can also have a confirmation message be sent to them. You can edit it as well. It defaults to your response has been recorded, but you can change that. And you can also show a link to submit another response if you have not limited your response to one submission. If you want to change any defaults for all of your Google Forms going forward, this is where you would do this. You can change the form defaults on responder input, and you can also change the default on whether your questions are made required or not. If you would like to customize the look of your Google form, up on your menu bar up here, you'll see a little paint palette. This allows you to customize the theme of your template. You can change the colors, you can insert an image into the header, you can change the different text styles or even the size of the fonts. You can also change the density of your background. So right now, if I wanted to change it to this red, I can then change how dark my background is here. After your students have completed their Google form and you are ready to grade, you can view their responses by selecting this tab in the middle of your screen, Responses. Right now I don't have any responses into this form, but if you do, as they are collected, this number will increase. You can link all of the responses out to a Google Sheet. You can either create a new spreadsheet and name that Google Sheet that you want to be able to find later on, or you can also use an existing spreadsheet if you want to collect all of your Google Form grades into one document. By selecting this Select Existing Spreadsheet, if it goes into one that's already been created, it will create a new tab at the bottom of your Google Sheet that you can then view the responses for multiple submissions. You'll see here I selected to copy to existing spreadsheet. It will then pull up your Google Drive and show you all of your spreadsheets that you can link these responses to. When you're ready to share out your Google form, you will select the little person with the plus sign here. This will allow you to share this template where if you want one of your co-teachers to help collaborate on the questions. You can also change the responder view if it's just going out to a Sulphur Springs ISD domain, if you want to restrict it, or if you want to assign it to anybody with this link. It also allows you to remove the link to respond to this particular template. If you're sharing this with a co-teacher, you will simply just add in the person that you're wanting to send this to. You can change their ability to access this document by allowing them to be a responder. This would be great for if you're sending this form to a particular student or a parent. Or you can allow them to be editor if you're wanting them to collaborate with you on the published form. So why is Google Forms relevant for use in the classroom? For teachers, this allows you to create quick quizzes and exit tickets, gather feedback from students or parents, or even run sign-ups or interest surveys for your class or extracurricular activity. For the students, this allows them to design surveys for research projects, submit self-reflections, and also create peer feedback forms. If you need any help with Google Forms, you can use the Help tab of your Google Forms, or you can visit support.google.com/forms. You can also reach out to our curriculum department for any questions.